Assalamu alaikum students. Students, today we'll be learning about classes and objects. These are the object oriented programming concepts. So, we'll be learning these concepts in Python today. First of all, what is a class? Class is an idea or class is a blueprint. From class, we create objects or the instances, and the process of creating object from class is known as the instantiation. So object or instance is the concrete form of a class. So when we create a class, actually we are creating a data type. And when we create an object or instance, we are creating like a variable in in concrete form. So first of all, we'll create a class. Let's say we want to create a class employee with keyword class in lowercase. Name of our class is, let's say, employee, and in this employee class we'll define a function. So since this function is within a class, we'll call this function as the method. We'll define a method, and this is a special method which starts with double underscore underscore underscore, and the name of method is init underscore underscore. So this method is a special method and it is called automatically whenever an object is created from the class. So this method is init method for the purpose of initialization, and within this method, within the parenthesis, we'll first of all, the first parameter should be self. Self is a parameter for the reference of this object, comma. The other parameter is num for storing employee number, comma, name for storing uh, employee name, and lastly salary for storing the salary of employee. So this will be the parameter list. In this parameter list, there are four parameters. First one is self, and it is always the first. Self is should be the first parameter, and within the body of this method, we will assign the instance variables the value provided in this parameter list. For example, we'll say self dot num is assigned by num provided in the parameter list num. Secondly, self dot name, another instance variable or attribute of this class. Whenever this class will be instantiated, an object will be created, and these instances will be created in the memory of that object. Self.name is assigned by parameter name, and lastly self.salary instance variable is assigned by salary uh, parameter. Whenever an object will be created from this class, will provide the arguments, and these arguments will be received in these parameters num, name, and salary, and in turn these parameters value will be given to the instance variables num, name, and salary, which are referred by self.num, self.name, and self.salary. Okay, now this class is created whenever an object will be instantiated from this class. a memory location will be allocated to that object. Now we are going to create an object of employee class. Let's say we name it obj, object or instance, equal sign, and name of class, that is employee, and in the parentheses we'll provide the arguments, and these arguments will be given to the parameters as we defined in the init method, and these the values of these parameters will be assigned to the instance variables like self.num, self.name, and self.salary. Now let's say we are providing the 10 as the number value, imply number value, comma, string string constant ali for the imply uh, name, comma, let's say 50,000 for the imply salary. As soon as we write this statement, an object of employee class or an instance of employee class will be created into the memory, and three values, 10, ali, and 50,000, these values will be given to the instance variables or attributes of that object, which is named as obj. Now if we want to print any instance variable of object obj, we can refer it by name of object obj dot by name of that attribute, let's say num. As soon as we will print this, 10 value will be printed on the screen. Let's run it. 10. Now it shows the value of instance variable num. We can use f string, that is f in the double quotes we are referring as num space for in the curly brackets obj num should be printed, then comma name, and for name we'll write in curly brackets, let's say the name of our instance variable is obj dot name, and lastly we'll print the salary of the employee as let's say obj dot salary, which is the instance attribute or instance variable. You can put the uh, equal sign here after name as well, after salary. So we are now going to print it. Okay, there is an error, unterminated string. We should terminate this string over here. Double quote. Now let's print it. Now you can see the system has printed num. The value of num is 10, the value of name is ali, and the value of salary is 50,000. And these values were given to the uh, employee object that is named as obj. When at the time when this object is created, we have provided these three values into the parentheses, and as a result init method will take these parameters, these arguments value in the parameters, and in turn these parameters are assigned to the instance variables. These instance variables are also known as the data attributes of the class employee. That's all for today, students. Next classes we'll be learning about OOP concepts further. Thank you.